Hey, back again. Grappling Dads. This is Paul.
I'm Kip.
We got a terrible show today.
Yeah, I kind of do. It made us feel like shit.
So, it was one of those...
Thanks a lot, Kroyler.
I thought it was a good idea when I asked about it, and then I got the pro tip, and I'm like, oh, this makes me feel bad about myself.
Yeah, it's definitely shining a light on Paul.
A little bit. Well, everybody, really.
Yeah,
because
it really does. I
reason,
think a lot of people do this.
The reason I brought it up is because everybody does this.
Yeah, they really do.
Yeah. So, also, it kind of fit in really well with an email we got.
Yeah, listener email, which we always love getting.
Exactly. So, read the email. It was pretty good. We're going to include that, and that was part of the pro tip. So,
what is it about?
So, whenever I'm finished rolling, and you go into the back, and everybody's changing and getting ready to go home, without fail, everybody shits
on their jiu-jitsu.
Exactly.
Yep.
Every time. Every class.
Oh, yeah.
Every week.
Yeah.
And I think I'm the biggest culprit of this, for sure. But it's, when I'm doing it, it just feels right? But when I...
it fits like a glove to hate myself.
It feels so good just to shit on my own jiu-jitsu.
I like it.
But when I hear other people doing it, I'm like, oh, man, that's just... it's sad, really. So I'm like,
it's sad.
I don't like hearing other people do that.
Well, no.
And I kind of equated it to like supermodels saying they're ugly to get positive reinforcement from other people.
Yeah, well, let's get into that after we get through our sponsors.
All right, let's do that.
You're getting into it already?
I'm excited, as usual.
Yeah, every fucking week, dude. Like, we're going to talk about this, and then we're going to do this, and then we're going to slip and slide. It's going to be great.
I like to dive right in. What can I say?
I do love it. I love that about you.
But before we get into that, Top Mount
We got to leave with that, dude. Top Mount Apparel, guys.
Hit it.
That guy's coming to visit.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I can't believe he's coming up to see us.
Already?
I know.
Sweet.
It's like we actually do something for him.
You got a time, right?
No.
Whenever he feels like getting here, is that the time?
I was thinking noonish.
Whatever.
Because the plan is,
No,
get
here at 9. What time you got to leave?
Fuck that. Yeah.
Come on, let's get this party started, Al.
Yeah, Al. Dude, it's going to be so much fun. Al is such a good dude.
For sure.
Super short.
Way better than us as people.
Dude, he's better than most people.
Not in stature, though.
No, he's trying to move the sport forward, which is fucking awesome. But he's coming up to visit. I think it's pretty cool. Our sponsors come to see us.
Heck yeah.
And he's bringing us shit. So, yay!
Yay.
And, it's, his stuff's great. We're looking forward to getting more of it.
He's always adding new stuff, too.
He is. And that's what he keeps it fresh.
If you haven't been on the site in a while, check it out.
Yeah, they got a great video, too. They really do. It's kind of cool. They had a nice little production video down at the bottom. If you scroll down and get there through, I don't know, Instagram's a lot like where I find it.
Probably already more well done than anything we've ever produced.
Bullshit. Our video was top notch, and like 137 people watched it. What the fuck, assholes?
It was only 75 last time I checked.
It's like, yeah, dude, it's fucking terrible. Like, you people say you love us.
Yeah, weirdly.
What the hell?
We get 175 listeners in the first 4 minutes. The
yeah,
show is out.
So what the fuck? Assholes.
It's not like we haven't
Are we
mentioned
that
it more
ugly
than
that
once.
you didn't fucking want to see us? Oh, dicks. That shit was funny. Anyways, go to YouTube, search Grappling Dads.
Please.
Please, God, it's funny.
Do it.
Anyways, we have, but yeah, definitely check out topmountainapparel.com. Check them out on Instagram.
Get the code.
Get the code GD10
there you
at
go.
checkout. Save you some money, possibly. Don't know if that still works. Hopefully it does. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, let us know.
If not, I will not send you any money.
The Dads at grapplingdads.com.
Yeah. We have a great return policy for Al. Just send us your shit, and we won't send you any money back.
Perfect. I like it. That works for us.
More free stuff for us. Yeah, don't do that. Number 2, tap tape.
Get you some tab tape.
I can't tell you guys enough about this stuff. We talk about it for the last, 72 episodes or so.
I can't believe...
we could probably pick them up around 20-something. So probably 50 episodes.
Yeah. I can't believe people still don't use that.
And why not? It's the best tape out there.
It's weird because people look at me like I'm crazy. Like the new people that come in, they're like, why do you do that?
You mummify your hand. So
I'm like, well, you'll
see.
You can either figure it out when it's too late, or you can just do what I do now and not have these problems.
Yes.
But they, a lot of times, decide, no, I'm just going to see what happens.
No. Like, sounds smart. Not doing it.
You're going to be sorry.
You really will. Like, I'm already starting to feel it, and I don't hold on to grips very hard at all. and I haven't for a long time.
I got the tips of my fingers from years and years of not having tap tape.
Yeah.
Are arthritically as hell.
Yeah, we were talking about that. The top knuckles on the top there. Yeah, all sorts of jacked up.
Yeah, Jen was complaining that her fingers hurt. I'm like, hey, feel this, and she pushes on the top. And she's like, oh my god.
Yeah, seriously, like, you have a knuckle on top of a knuckle.
I do.
It's really cool. I have it started too. You can see it from there.
Yeah.
So,
you're not as faithful with it as I am.
No, I fucking suck. Don't tell Mike; he'll get pissed.
Yeah, Mike, don't listen to that part.
I do use it. I love it. It's just I get there so damn late.
You do. You're rolling in after class already starts because of your job. So.
Yeah, and I can't. It's like, and I know better too. It's not that I don't like. I'm preaching something I won't do.
You know what you should do?
I don't fucking. I should tape while I'm driving.
Yeah,
but I'm driving my 6-speed automatic manual transmission car.
Not on the highway. You can put it in the gear and you go.
Not the way I drive. You've been in the car with me.
Just do it at work. It'd be fun. When people say what happened, just say I jammed all my fingers playing basketball.
Yeah, I was.
I'm gonna go. Choke
I was opening this account and I jammed all my fingers.
Yeah, don't say I'm about to go choke people in a minute. So
yeah, I don't think they'll trust me with their money.
Probably not.
But guys, check it out on Amazon. You can find it through our website. That's really crappily made, but it will be fixed.
Yeah, leave a review.
We've gotten some sweet stuff in for our website, by the way. Thank you. Haven't made a decision and really haven't pushed the contest. I'll let you guys know. But yeah, leave a review if you do get it.
They help a lot.
It's
surprisingly a lot.
Surprisingly annoying how much those matter. So, and trust me, it's great tape. Trust Paul, who does it religiously every single time he rolls. He couldn't even do his job if he didn't put that tape on the next day.
Nope.
So don't get to where Paul is and then tape.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be too late for you.
It's too late for Paul, but that's okay. It keeps his hands functional at this point. But yeah, check him out. Tap tape. What's his tagline again? Get the tape.
Get the tap.
No.
Get the tap. Get the tape. Come on. It's one of those two.
It's one of those two.
I think I'm right the first time.
Yeah, I think you were. It's all right, though. I love fucking with you. And next up, we have Kroyler Gracie Jiu Jitsu. Now, if you guys have not scheduled anything with him,
shame on you.
Shame. You're almost dead to me.
Game of Thrones type shame too.
Yeah.
Not just any shame.
You're gonna be naked. I'm gonna be throwing fucking shit at you.
Yeah.
Like
rotten
tomatoes.
Fruits. Yes.
Like no. See, rotten tomatoes is cool because it splatters, but I think like the nice, not even ripe ones, that hurts. It's like a softball.
What about like the strawberries that start getting the mold and
fuzz on it? That's a good one too. Yeah.
Some kiwis.
Ooh, pineapple.
For color.
I'm gonna throw a fucking pineapple at you.
But no, not a rotted one because it'll hurt more.
No, I want it to be solid, like a football with spikes on it.
Good.
Oh yeah, knock them the fuck down for not doing anything with Kroyler. He's amazing, guys. Like,
yeah, Paul just drove not
11 hours.
11
Paul
hours.
Elliott, a black belt from Watertown, a top team gym. He's a black belt there, and he drove 11 hours. I met him while I was out east. He came out to Symbowski's with us, and great dude. And he drove all the way to Kroyler's.
What a nice guy, too.
Super nice guy.
Fun roll.
Super nice guy. And,
for somebody that looks like he's about 90 years old.
But he's not.
I know. He looks like he's 90.
And then when he rolls, you're like, oh, fuck.
He gets that first grip in. And as soon as he gets kind of real about it, you're like, oh no.
And he wasn't even green-lighted on you. He was green-lit on me.
No, but you can tell.
Good Lord, he fucked me up.
I've rolled with enough people, and I'm like, this is different.
Yeah, he's totally different.
You don't skip deadlift day, do you, Paul?
Well, no, and the thing about him, I don't think he does a ton of lifting.
I bet he sits all day at a desk with one of those little hand exercises.
Well, he's
all day with grip strength.
He is like a computer something like way smarter than us. He has 3 daughters, so he's awesome.
I think he called himself a computer jockey.
Yeah, so. Yeah, he's a really cool cat. If you guys are ever out northern upstate New York maybe, yeah. Check him out at Watertown. Awesome guy. And he brought us a gift.
Did you get to try any?
No, because Kroyler sucks at that.
Oh.
So guys, if you want to get a seminar from him, awesome. You want to get a private, awesome. You want to drop in on his gym, do it. It's awesome. You will never, ever, ever be taught like the way he teaches. I promise you.
It is a different animal.
Yeah, and sure. We talk a lot of shit about him because it's fun. But he's as a professor, he's amazing. So
phenomenal.
So on Gift Giver, he's an asshat.
We were supposed to get this really epic whiskey.
Yeah.
So I get there Saturday, and Kroyler has a private right after class. He goes, if you want to keep on rolling, cool. I have a private to do. I'll be over in this room. And then Paul and I think Vic were about to start to roll. So I just said, hey, good to meet you, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't want to be that guy that goes up, hey, where's my whiskey?
Where's my whiskey, you prick?
Give me my whiskey. So I'm like, I don't want to be that dude. So I just let them have their fun rolls and took off. And then Kroyler's like, hey, you forgot your whiskey. I'm like, sorta.
I mean, really. How do you ask for it?
I didn't want to be that guy. So
and you didn't know Paul. Like, I'd met Paul. I'd spent a little bit of time with Paul, and I'd talked to Paul on text. So I have I know Paul, and so Kroyler shows up and he goes, and we were after class, and it was me, him, and Paul talking, and he goes, he goes, man, I got 5 minutes away from my house, and went, oh, fuck, because he had forgot it at his house.
How dare you?
And so this whiskey that Paul and I are supposed to have from Paul Elliott is from a blue and a white belt that have their own distillery.
That's so cool.
And it's fucking, it's supposed to be epic. And now, Kroyler Gracie has now stolen it, evidently, because he sends us a picture.
Oh, he sends a picture.
And he says, amazing.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah, wouldn't know.
That's mine, dick.
Yeah, it looks delicious.
You don't even like whiskey that much.
I think he does. He
doesn't. He doesn't mind it. It's not his go-to, though.
Oh, well.
It'll take him forever to drink all that. Bastard.
Well, good, so that it'll,
Yeah, it's awesome when you get a present that's used.
Used.
Fucker.
It'll be fine.
All right,
It'll be
dick.
fine. Anyway,
moving on to last sponsor. Is he a sponsor, or is he our gym/professor coach person?
Whatever you want to call it.
Whatever. It works for me.
If you're in the greater Grand Rapids area, you got some kids, you don't have some kids, you have kids and you want to join, all of the above.
We get a lot of those.
Yeah, usually people bring their kids in and then say, that kind of looks like fun, and then they'll sign up.
Yeah, or my kid can beat me up. I need to learn something.
Yeah, that's a real issue.
I need to learn proper framing.
Yeah, if my, not that I think it'll matter much, but I'll at least have maybe another year or two where I can fight them off by knowing jiu-jitsu.
Yes.
But eventually they're going to be so much better than me.
Yeah, mine, Addie and Sid are going to mutilate me very soon.
Well, it's funny too because my body doesn't do things and stuff. it just doesn't. So, but watching what my kids can do, like they can just throw their feet behind their heads, and so you won't be able to pass their guards once they realize they can manipulate their legs like that. So I'm like, oh man, they're going to be just a handful.
Yeah, they're gonna. Yeah, Addie's already becoming a handful.
Oh man, fun stuff.
She turns 13 next week.
Ooh, man, I got a ways.
Yeah, fuck,
my
dude.
oldest is 9.
Oh my god, dude. I will have a 9-year-old very shortly. Oh Christ. But no.
Yeah.
But she's learned a lot of black line. She's going to compete a week from Saturday.
Yep.
So we'll let you know how that goes. She's competed in soccer and things like that, so she's not as nervous as she will be the day of.
I don't think my kids have never competed in anything, so they don't really know what to expect. I don't think they're nervous. They're excited.
Yeah, I think so.
A little nervous, but
and I think honestly, from just going on to our school real quick, her rolling with like Piper, who is just a savage.
Oh man, she's fun.
But I was so proud of your daughter. She didn't get she was getting smashed. She didn't give a shit.
Nope. Never
she
gave
thought
up.
it was fun and just kept fighting and kept fighting. She got a better position. She got out. She retained guard. I was like,
yeah.
Look at you.
I that's kind of what I praise the effort. The fact that she doesn't just give up.
That's what I was looking at.
I can't move. No, even if she's smashed the entire 5-minute round or whatever it is.
Keeps working.
Keeps moving,
awesome.
Keeps trying. Even if she's on underneath mount the entire time.
Yep.
She keeps getting after it. So
love it.
Excellent. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Well,
so
there you go. Now we can't get our show, by the way. Yeah. Oh yeah, Blacktown Jiu-Jitsu, Grand Rapids, Michigan. Come check it out.
Do it.
There's a lot of people in our damn class right now, so fuck it. Bring another one.
Yeah. He's going to need to knock down a wall pretty soon.
Yeah, pretty soon. Just fucking don't tell him next door. There's an empty fucking.
Exactly.
There's GNC moved the hell out. Just make a hole.
It's better to ask forgiveness than permission.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
I like it.
More space for me. But come check us out. Check it out. He's been doing Facebook Live videos. He avoids putting me on them because of my face.
I don't blame him at all.
All
That's
right,
why we do a podcast, not a YouTube show.
Exactly. So we got our pro tip, which is hurtful and made me cry and suck my thumb a little.
Yeah, nobody's going to like this show.
Yeah, no.
But it's good for you.
It's gonna shine a light on most of you.
Hard to swallow pill coming at you.
Yeah, and then we also will have a great review from iTunes. I don't know if I brought that up. I don't think so, but we do. I'll bring that up after the show.
Excellent.
It's probably the most positive one we ever got. It doesn't say asshole anywhere in it.
That's kind of weird.
I know. I didn't know how to take it.
Yeah. Odd.
Yeah. And then we have a listener email that Paul's going to go into, I think, now.
Yeah, we're going to do the listener email first because that's kind of the catalyst of the pro tip.
Yeah, I like it.
Yep.
Go team, go.
All right, let's do it. So, got an email from overseas.
Yeah, I'm super. I love that from Great Britain or something.
Yeah.
UK,
the
United
UK,
Kingdom.
Yep. So some of the words I don't know. I'm going to apologize in advance because I'm going to read this really awful. But you're used to it, so strap in, ladies and gentlemen.
Here it comes.
All right, complaint, Kip. Words, Paul. I like it already.
I don't.
Says, I'm new to BJJ and your podcast, but I've taken an instant dislike to Kip's advice. He's already my hero, and you should send him a shirt. Do not stop the self-deprecating. Do not stop the self-deprecation. Not to be confused with self-defecation. Yeah, we've all gambled on that fart. It's okay. That should be stopped. Unless you are in prison and doing a dirty protest. Not even then, don't do it. Americans tend to be, almost always are, nauseatingly full of themselves.
You definitely won't find that here.
You're shitting on America, and I'm reading this on Election Day. This is funny. All right.
It doesn't air on Election Day.
I know, but this is when I'm reading it, just so everybody's aware. I did my American duty. Went and voted.
Shit about America.
Went and voted. All right. Your crushingly low self-esteem and confident self-harming is the perfect antidote to this. For Brits like myself, it makes the podcast a soothing listen. Unlike hearing some rubberneck big bird... okay, hold on. TRIIBTE. What the fuck does that say, Kip? Triped?
Wait, hold on. Let me look at the email. Now we've paused.
This is words I don't know, bro, and I would have looked it up, but I just
didn't. You didn't?
I didn't.
I could have, but no.
Okay, you looked that up. I'm going to continue.
Yeah, continue.
All right, big bird triped.
Is it a twat?
I don't
or
know.
A twit?
Maybe he's misspelled it. Maybe it's
doubt it.
Some British thing. I don't know.
It's not.
Act prattle on. Kip Bird? That's not for real, is it? Whose parents would name their child after Big Bird and Kipper the dog? How fuck... you settle down. I'm reading. How fucking... Settle down, Kipper Doodles. How fucking twisted were they? He should have been taken into care at the hospital when they gave out those names.
It's fucking crap.
I can't wait till your dad listens to the show.
It's so bad. Way to insult my father, dick.
He goes on to say, Kip, I'll write you a note about Paul later with a winky face.
Perfect.
I'm looking forward to that.
Perfect.
All right. Anywho's, I've got a question. As I said, I'm new to this BJJ thing. I've no background or prior interest in martial arts. I'm 44. I've also never harmed a fly and am a role model of social probity. Another word I'm not familiar with, but it's cool, man.
Yeah, good job.
You do you. But I've got a problem, and it's growing. When in public, and I see someone with a karate hoodie on, I have an overwhelming desire to shoot for a double leg and mount them while shouting, "Take down defense!"
I want to see it.
He's not alone.
He's not wrong.
It nearly got real messy in the IKEA soft furnishings section yesterday because of some fella in a Tang Do hoodie. Is it normal to see martial arts tops as "come at me, bro" invitationals? I daren't go into the Wedgwood shop to get a replacement saucer for fear of what might happen. And a cup without a saucer is like a Kroyler without a belly to put his knee on. That was really good.
That was so poetic.
At what point in my BJ journey does this, muddigen wear off? Come on, bro. Like, you got to realize we're from America and we don't know big words.
No, Paul doesn't know big words.
Oh, I get actually yelled at for the big words I use. But these ones...
Not those.
Not these ones.
Not proper English.
No. Fantastically yours, WM. Yeah, that never goes away. Like there's not
no. Go ahead.
It gets worse as time goes on. It really does. Like
it really does.
The more you know, the more you just look at collars like, oh man, that's a perfect collar to just grab on for the cross collar choke. And
you'll wonder. You'll look at a collar and go, I know it looks pretty soft and stretchy. Think I could make that work.
Especially if somebody like just starts to collar. Like, yeah.
Yeah, you'll never lose the complete hatred for people that come up to you and go, so I heard you're doing karate.
No, sir.
I heard you're going to take a fucking nap. That's what I heard. We did take the longest drink ever.
That was so good.
Good water.
I'm trying not to cough on air again.
I appreciate that.
It's fun.
But yeah, it's hilarious when people go, karate, what is Taekwondo?
Yeah.
It's none of those, and I'll murder you.
Oh, I got the quintessential. What belt are you? I'm a blue belt.
Yeah.
And then there was a lady at work. She looked at me. She goes, "My daughter's 11 and she's a black belt in Taekwondo." I'm like, "Yeah, I was also 11 and a black belt in Taekwondo."
Yes.
It's different, and she's going,
"No, they don't. They can't put it together.
They just don't understand." I'm like, "Unless you feel it, you don't know."
And you don't know how many different things you have to know to even become a blue belt for that friggin' matter.
It's a whole different game, whole different beast, if you will.
Yeah, so that's why it pisses you off when people are like, "So, my kid could kick your ass essentially because he's a black belt." I will murder your child. I don't care how old he is. Come here. Bring him here.
That's why those hoodies scream, "Come at me, bro." Yeah. And he's just not wrong.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Yeah, no. That's the consensus. Like, you daydream, if you will, about tackling people and mounting and going for that armbar you just learned. It's just what you do. It never ends. It's your new life. Yeah, enjoy it. Embrace it.
Yeah, see, my vision's a little different. I'll take him down and go, "Try to kick me now, bitch."
Yeah. Allegedly, I knocked somebody out at work.
I don't know if that ever happened.
It never.
I don't think it ever happened.
Allegedly,
and who knows what work it was? It wasn't this work.
Best feeling ever. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
That shit doesn't work.
Yeah.
Watch this. Well, I got to do it to my wife's boss. That was awesome.
Oh, good times.
Yeah, good times. Make him seal spots. Check out the spots.
But yeah, as far as your self-deprecation goes, it kind of led me to the whole pro tip.
My jiu-jitsu shit.
Yeah, so the self-deprecation was on my mind while I'm listening to all my teammates shit on their own jiu-jitsu. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so terrible. I'm getting worse. And it's ad infinitum, right? So they keep on everybody every week after every class just goes, oh, I did terrible today. I'm not getting any better. You murdered me. That's just what everybody does.
It's so tough when newer white belts or just white belts in general go, you roll with them. You're like, man, you just twisted me up. Oh, you killed me. I'm like, no, like I didn't. For one thing, like, were you in the same role as me? Like, it's funny because you'll have a role where they did a lot better than prior role that I had with them, and they still go, oh, I'm fucking terrible. You killed me. I'm like, man, I don't know what that wasn't the role I was involved in, but okay.
Yep. Yeah, there's levels to the game and the self-deprecation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got the poly level, which is at a 10. And
that's like 11.5. That's some high shit.
But then it kind of goes down, and then once you get to the 1, you're normally like you got a pretty good understanding of, hey, I'm doing better. I didn't do good this time, but I expect that. Depending on who I'm rolling with. That's a pretty healthy way of looking at things.
Yes.
And then it starts going the other way. Like -1 up to -10.
Yes.
I'm a badass.
Yeah.
Even though you really suck.
Yeah.
So we actually might talk about that on the next show.
Or another show. Why do you always say next show? You tie us into shows.
Yeah, they forget.
Dave
might
though.
not.
I don't think Dave doesn't forget shit.
Yeah, he remembers.
And there's
stuff
others
that I
like Dave, by the way. Yeah, that dude's quoted shit. I'm like, who said it? Which one?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
I don't remember saying that at all, bro.
Love hearing from that dude.
Yeah, actually. Yeah.
That fucker sticks up for us on Facebook.
Yeah. He does.
I know, it's fucking awesome. I don't do anything.
Fight my battles.
Go, Dave, go. Gives you presents.
Yeah. Best shirt ever.
That shit's funny.
Oh, that's really funny.
I'll post that.
Yeah, you have to post that. It's
Dave sent a shirt in. You guys will Yeah, I have a video. I'll post it. It's
Yeah.
fucking hilarious. I was going to do it live, but Paulie was like, I don't like live stuff.
Hey, in case I say something really stupid,
We always say stupid shit. It's what we're here
I
for.
want to have an edit available just in case. Just in case. You never know. So anyway, I texted Kroyler and I said, I have an idea of what I want to do. Here's what I'm hearing in the locker room. It's cool when I do it, but I don't like when I don't like when other people do it. I think that's uncouth and it doesn't feel right. It feels really good when I do it though. So anyway, episode number 73, pro tip. All right, so he goes on to say, the GDs asked me to discuss negative Nancy's. And actually Kroyler tangents at this point.
Yes, he does.
Which is odd. Before we get this started, I would like to point out that Kip finally made it down to headquarters, although it was only to see Paul. And to be all whiny about his boo-boo.
Hey, I want to correct that. I didn't say shit about my boo-boo. It just was fucked up. So I was rolling with one leg.
I bet you were whiny. Also, just wanted to give Paul Elliott a shout-out for coming all the way down from upstate New York to train with us for the weekend. All right, time to discuss negative Nancy's, in particular, fake negative Nancy's. So apparently there's more than one kind of negative Nancy. There's the people that believe that shit in their soul, and then there's the people that just want, you to tell them how great they are. So, fake negative Nancy's, here we go. Paul and Kipperdoodles noticed that after class, they have heard people belittling their performance and ability level, and they wanted to discuss it. So, first, let's break down why people do this. Why being a negative Nancy occurs. 1. Talking your game up makes you sound arrogant. True. So, if you want to talk about your game, you belittle it, and people tend to feel they should encourage you or talk about why you feel that way. This causes people to generally talk your game up for you. So not only do you get compliments, you also get to talk about your game. That's very true. That must be like the Brett way of doing things based on the email we got. Because nobody wants to be seen as an arrogant asshole, right? And I think that's actually proper. Like I don't want to be that guy that goes, dude, I did so great today.
No,
like that feels worse than shitting on my game.
Well, the thing is, so there's different levels for me because I'm honest. This is completely honest. Like I really think I do a lot of shit wrong. Like,
oh, you do
a fucking shit ton.
Yeah.
So when I say it, I'm not looking for anything. I'm annoyed if you cut me off while I'm bitching and go, no, you're good. I will punch you in the face because that.
At jiu-jitsu?
Yeah.
At least take them down.
Yeah.
Or at least butt scoop. That's what
Fuck that. I'm punching people. It's quicker. It's fucking punch. Throat punch, dick punch, whatever.
Yeah. But I think that's why people do it, because they don't want to be seen as that arrogant guy that talks up his game.
No, not at all.
So, yeah. And
you want to talk about your game, too,
yeah.
which I think was a point of view I didn't even notice until he brought that up in the first sentence. I'm like,
yeah, that's actually legit. People want to talk about their game. So far, is this a little douchey, maybe? Yeah, but not as bad as the other way, I think.
Yeah, totally agree with that.
Number 2, it takes the pressure off. If I say my game sucks, or that I suck, or that I sucked today, it removes the burden of not having done well. That's true.
Yes.
Like we all have, the good days. We all have the bad days.
It's an ebb and flow of the fucking sport, for sure.
But yeah, if you get murdered by somebody that you generally do well against, and you just say, I suck, then you're like, well...
Don't take it away from a guy having a good day, too.
Exactly.
Jesus.
But you don't think about that way because, people, I think, default to selfish. Not as a whole, but,
Well, it's a whole self-preservation.
Exactly.
Your ego's part of that.
Yeah, I think everybody wants to feel good about themselves, and sometimes to do that, they inadvertently shit on themselves to feel better about themselves. Odd dichotomy.
No, not really, because they shit on themselves so other people will clean it off and make them feel better.
Ooh, that's a good way of putting it.
Yes.
Yeah, clean off my own poo. Check.
T-shirt idea.
Number...
Oh, God, that's terrible.
Number 3, it discredits a training partner if a lower-ranking partner catches you and you say something along the lines of, I just suck. You are discrediting their brief win over you. Exactly. That's a good point. Something I never thought about.
Yeah, no, I hadn't. No, I do, because I try, like, I'll say it, and I'll be like, oh, dude, because I'm usually joking. Like, really. I'm really trying to be funny. It probably isn't. But, got to throw shit at a wall and see if it sticks. But I honestly try to right after that, because I'll make a mental like, oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. I'll be like, dude, that was awesome though. You fucking had it. You fucking took that shit from me. It was a really nice move, and I do try to do that, because I've been that guy where I'm like, man, I got that, and then they're like, fuck, I screwed that up. It's like, motherfucker.
Yep. Because I think people have generally a pretty basically okay idea of where their game is.
Yes,
they know where they're falling.
Yeah.
So if you got, let's say you're, we'll use me as an example, right? So I've got a pretty decent game for blue belt. I'm not doing too bad. Yeah. Almost a purple belt. So then I'll roll with some of our purple belts and brown belt, new brown belt, and they'll murder me. They just outclass me, and they'll murder me, and they'll manhandle me, do whatever they want.
Yes.
So my default would be like, that made me feel like shit, like I don't know what I'm doing. I've been doing this for a lot of years. I think I'm okay at this, and you just made me feel like I'm a beginner. So I'll say something to them like, God, I really suck at this. Ergo, I discredited your game. Like, and I never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
But you made me feel like I suck.
So it's hard not to say it.
So I didn't think about your feelings, and I'm sorry.
Yeah. I am sorry to everyone before.
Yeah, my bad. Any more about that? You got it?
No, I think that was good.
All right, cool. Number 4, comic relief. Oh, this is our shit right here.
Yeah, this is us.
This is what we do. Some people are self-deprecating for humorous purpose, but deep down they have confidence.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
No, I get that.
It is for me, at least.
I go a little both ways. I'm awfully hard on my jiu-jitsu. Like
you are.
I'm extremely hard on.
You're too hard on your jiu-jitsu. Yes.
And I've been that way for just about all things, for all aspects of my life. I'm just hard on me as a person.
Why the fuck is that?
I don't know.
Super fucking annoying.
I should probably see somebody about that.
You won't.
I said I should.
Yeah.
God. But it's just, it's my nature, right? So I have very high expectations, and then when I don't meet those, then I just think of myself as a bit of a failure.
Not a bit. You think you
major failure.
Yeah. Just get it right.
Come on. Why do you have to shit on me more than I already am? Why'd you do that, friend?
Once again, that's why I do it. I have to ask Kroyler all the time, why am I friends with you?
Yeah, it doesn't
so
make
mean.
any sense. You're such a jerk. The other part of it is I like to make people giggle.
Yeah,
and if I can do that, because I don't have any qualms about shitting on my own feelings and my own personality, because I have confidence. Like,
I do.
At least I know what I can do, right? I know that I'm not a total epic failure piece of shit. I just don't ever meet my expectations. So I can crap on my own game or whatever I want to and still have the confidence to go, hey, I'll be fine. Yeah. I'm still good enough. I'm still better than I was. I'm still making progress. So I have that in my head too.
Yeah, and then I'm a little bit different because I have confidence in what I can do in my game. Like I do. You've helped me sculpt, and Jesse really helped me out sculpting, and Ben, the aspects that I'm good at. And Kroyler's helped me fine-tune some of that shit too. So it's like, yeah, I'm confident there. So I don't mind saying anything about myself. And I think everyone knows that about me, though, because everyone shits on me. Everybody thinks it's fucking hilarious to make fun of Kip.
You bring that upon yourself, sir.
But it's fucking funny. I don't care. If it's funny, fucking rip me a new one. I don't care.
Oh, I'm the same way.
If it's not funny, though, then I get a little butthurt. I'm like, oh, now you're just trying to be hurtful. It's not even a fine line. If you're just being an asshole, go fuck yourself. Yeah, but you can't just laugh after something to make it funny, by the way. If you say something that you mean, especially in jiu-jitsu, if you're like, oh, man, your arm bars are shit.
It's like getting the LOL after a text that was just too serious.
Yeah, you're like, fuck you, all right? So, but yeah, I definitely have the confidence underneath my sense of humor that it gives me the ability to be a fucking dumbass and hate in quotations myself in my game.
I think the comic relief aspect is different. So if people know that you're being funny, it's okay. It's okay to shit on your own game because you're not. I don't think you're taking away from anybody else when you're doing that.
I think most people, they have to know you though for that to really hit home. Because you can't do that to a new guy that's like, oh, well, you're just an asshole. Oh, yeah, that didn't come off
Yeah,
right.
you need to have at least a level of relationship.
Yes.
Or have a guy who goes, he's just kidding.
Yeah, exactly. He's not serious ever.
Yeah.
Got it.
Check. But yeah, I think the comic relief is a bit different. It's kind of like sarcasm, right? So you can be a sarcastic asshole, and there's that, or you can use sarcasm as a weapon of choice for humor. There's two ways to use sarcasm.
Yeah.
Either being a jerk or you're being funny. So same thing here. There's a line, but there's a difference, and you know what the difference is.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, if you're using it to hurt or harm other people's feelings,
bring people down.
Yeah, you're being a dick.
Yeah.
But if you're doing it because it's funny and you're self-deprecating, even, then it's
probably still not healthy.
No, for sure not healthy.
Fucking don't care.
Still funny. So I will always err towards giggle.
Yeah, same here.
Yep, I think it's fun. But yeah, I think the comic relief is not a terrible way to do it. So long as it's maybe in moderation.
No, fuck moderation.
No, I'm using it.
If it's funny, I'll fucking beat the hell out of that horse.
Yeah, I'm not
it.
I'm not stopping that. Not stopping. All right, number 5. Some people use it as a way to motivate themselves to do better. That's not me.
No, neither.
Yeah, I do.
I could see that being a thing. It's just not my thing.
That makes sense.
I don't. That's always perplexed me. That kind of mindset. I don't think I've known many people that do that. But I probably wouldn't know.
Yeah, I think negative self-talk is probably not the best way to get better at anything.
No,
I think that's why when back in the old days where you look in the mirror, you're a good person and people love you.
Daily affirmations.
Yeah,
with
daily
Stuart Smalley.
Oh, good call. Look at you knowing stuff and
Hell
things.
Yeah.
Wow,
we're old because no one else does.
Look at me being impressed right now. But yeah, there's a reason why he doesn't have people looking in the mirror going, "You're a piece of shit and you should do better at life. You suck at life."
That's not going to make me work harder.
No. I'm just going to go back to bed.
Yep.
But personally, I always want to try my hardest. I always want to improve. I want to feel that constant improvement. I need that constant feedback.
Yep.
And shitting on myself isn't the way I want to do that. And if it's your way, maybe stop.
Yeah, it's not. That's really not healthy. Like no positive to that to me.
I'm no psychologist, but I'm thinking this is a bad way to do things. All right. And number 6, a number of other reasons. You should have kept on going, Kroyler, if you had more reasons. I mean, I'm reading them. Nothing.
Seems like a
just
like a lazy man's way out right there.
Maybe you didn't need to put number 6 and you just went on to why does this matter? All right. Why does this matter?
Once again, Kroyler coming back up with, I know so much more about this.
He didn't want to have 5 or 10. He wanted to have 6, but the 6 was bullshit just to have a 6.
Yeah.
I see what you did there.
He did too. He's such an ass. It's like, oh, you wanted to land on a 5 or a 10?
No,
fuck you. Here's a 6.
We're doing 6 because fuck you. That's why. All right. Why does this matter, you ask? 1, because while you may be doing this for reasons only known to you, and you may think that such acts only affect you, that isn't true. It affects all those around you. And that's kind of the point of the show.
Yeah.
Because I've always been really fine with everybody's shitting on themselves, and especially my own self-deprecating humor, because that's been my life. I've always used self-deprecating humor, no matter if I really thought it or not, because I'm always going for funny.
Yeah,
that's my go-to.
Yeah, I'm I was the class clown. That was always me. So I've been the same way.
But as I'm listening to everybody, bar none, well, bar maybe a couple, shit on their own game, I'm like, oh, it takes away from their teammates.
It does.
And then when everybody just shits on their game, it takes away from the fun that you could have.
Yeah.
Like, so I think something needs to be mitigated to be like, all right, you can say, hey, I failed trying this new move a few times, or I could have done better here, right? So there's always positive, way of looking at negative aspects, if you will.
No, but, I mean, yeah.
So to speak.
Perspective.
Yeah. But yeah, just telling somebody that kicked your ass that you suck takes away from their win.
Or even if you're just in the back saying, I'm terrible, had a horrible day. Well, maybe you rolled with that dude, and now he was like, oh, man, I had a good day today, and now you're just basically shitting on whatever he did, even if it wasn't, directed at him, and you're just talking about the class in general. Don't do that.
Yeah, if another guy had a good roll and he was just on his A game, he did really good, he just smashed you, and then you go in the back going, oh, I had a really long day today and I just didn't feel good and, nothing came together. Well, now the guy that was feeling great about himself now has to look back and go, oh, well, now I can't feel good about this anymore.
Yeah, or they say, fuck that guy, and then they don't like you as much.
Yeah. Or you got, let's say a newer white belts, up to a year in. Okay. And then you got people that are 4 years in like me.
4 years. Oh, Jesus.
Altogether, maybe if you just conglomerate all that.
You need a trash compactor to make it 4 years, dude. Just saying.
5 max. But, with a lot more experience. And the people with like 4, 5, 6 years experience are shitting on their own game. Well, the people that only have a year and going, does it get any better? Or am I always going to feel like shit?
And then also, fucking, that dude annihilates me every fucking time we roll. And he thinks he sucks.
Yeah.
What am I working for?
That's a good point. So white belt just got annihilated. Like he just rolled with his dad when he was 5 years old. Yeah. Right? Like there's nothing he could do. He just got smashed and submitted on repeat. You made it look easy. And then you're listening to him in the back going, God, I had a terrible day and I was tired and everybody was beating me. Dude, what the hell?
Yeah. Fuck.
I'm just going to go cry myself to sleep then, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just going to slit. Which way is the one for attention and which is the way for killing yourself?
Exactly. Yeah, we don't need to do that to people anymore. I think we can, there's other words like Kip would say. There's other words we can use. Still my favorite episode. It was like number 2.
That was with Kroyler.
I know.
Motherfucker's just being an asshole. There's other words, dick.
Words.
It's just talking shit to me.
It was great.
Oh, I want to listen to that one again. Oh. I'm going to find it. I'm going to tell everybody because that shit was funny as hell.
Give them the minutes.
Yeah.
So listen to it here.
Oh, God, that's a T-shirt.
Right. I'm going to read that one more time just because it's worth repeating. Because while you may be doing this for reasons only known to you, and you may think that such acts only affect you, that isn't true. It affects all those around you. So keep that in mind. A. There may be newer students that look up to you for inspiration and advice. Being a negative Nancy teaches them to do the same. Exactly the point. So that's why we have entire schools that are all negative Nancies.
Because, I'm not saying our school is, by the way, Chad. Sorry.
No.
Clarify.
It's not negative Nancies, but you get in the habit of nobody wants
This is what you do.
Yeah, nobody wants to brag. And everybody wants to do better, and everybody wants to be better than they are.
Yeah.
Ergo, everybody uses some kind of self-deprecating humor, whether to be funny or whether to make themselves feel better.
Or to make themselves feel like shit.
Or make excuses. Or there's whatever the reason is.
Whatever the reason is.
Yeah. They'll do this, and then it kind of it gets embedded in the culture. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying it's the worst thing ever, because there's worse things, but it's something to keep in mind. It's something to have in the front of your head, if you will.
Yeah, the forefront of your mind.
Forefront of your mind. I like it.
Yeah.
Furthermore, this is B, it may make them feel even more green. In it that if they look up to you and they compare themselves to you.
Nobody does that with us.
No, we're good here. Which they really shouldn't be doing. Exactly.
Yes.
And then you belittle yourself. Well, you are essentially belittling their achievements. That's just it. So if I'm able to roll through you like a hot knife through butter and I belittle all my shit, that means that
you're even bigger shit.
Yeah, you're more shit than me. Take that home.
You're the shit that's on the bottom of my shoe. How does that make you feel? Not good?
No, not good.
Weird.
That's terrible. And this is literally all stuff that I never thought about because when I'm crapping on my game, I just take that as 100% personal shit.
Yes.
And I don't realize how that affects other people.
Yeah.
That just rolled with me.
Yep.
And this is very eye-opening. Very eye-opening.
Not really. I mean, I knew all this.
Sure you did. C. C is my favorite.
Yes.
It makes you sound like a dick.
Oh.
This is when I started crying. I'm like, I hate this.
Yeah, I know. What an asshole.
Yeah, well, I am a dick. I just don't want to sound like one. You know what I mean?
I can point it out. Nobody else can,
if
please.
I call myself a dick, it's fine. If you call me a dick, I'm going to have an issue. All right, number 2. It allows for a culture of self-defeatism to breed and grow. This is unacceptable, as unhappy people don't improve nearly as well as happy people. And here's where I'm like, all right, we got to change
Au contraire. I hate everything about myself. I'm really good at stuff. Not jiu-jitsu, but I'm good at this.
Here we go again.
Good at this podcast thing right here.
You just did it right now.
Oh, my God. What? Oh, my God. I'm so glad you picked up on that. I just went out on a cliff. I'm like, hopefully Paul catches this.
Yeah. You know, it's hard to stop once you've, like, spent years doing it.
Oh, yeah.
It's like you made it such a habit and part of who you are. It's like stopping this behavior. Ooh, it might take some time.
Well, you want to know what, though? We can't. It's what we do here.
So if anybody, if any...
So basically, hold on. I just realized he basically has told us here that we are contaminating the whole community of jiu-jitsu.
No.
Big picture.
No. We're contaminating people that roll with us that happen to have less experience than we do, that we happen to be able to smash.
Oh, that's not many.
That's very few people.
They may
That's
listen.
a very small percentage of the community as a whole.
It is.
Nevertheless.
I like going big picture.
Big picture. Well, here's the thing. Like, we're all about adopting a white belt and making people feel welcome and making it fun so you want to come back, so you want to, sign up your wives, your husbands, your sisters, your brothers, your children.
Yes.
We want to make it fun. And it's not fun when all you hear is people saying how much they suck that are kicking your ass.
Yeah, like you said, positive, fun, obviously. Negative, not so fun.
Yep. It's okay for me to tell Kip, dude, you did great. You kicked my ass today. Great job. That is so different than saying, I had a shitty roll and I did crappy and it's because I'm tired. Then it makes Kip feel like crap. So I can either build Kip's game up by complimenting what he did to me, or I could trash his game by uncomplimenting what I couldn't do to him. So it's a little mindset shift that I think would make a school better as a whole.
I think so. I think it'd make the jiu-jitsu community as a whole hell of a lot better. Yeah, because it's not just gyms that you've been to, because you've been to a few and you've seen this. We talked about this. You've seen this in other gyms.
This is the rule rather than the exception.
Yeah, sure.
Not everybody is like Dylan Dennis and Gordon Ryan and that talk shit and say how great they are. And they are great. I'm not taking anything away from them. They're awesome at this. And
they're really good at putting needles in their ass.
Well, they don't test all that much.
I don't even know.
But you know what I mean? Like, that is the exception to the rule of people going, God, I just wish I could be better.
I don't like people like that, man. I can't. Maybe that's why that's so strong of a thing in jiu-jitsu is to be self-deprecating, because those guys, no matter how much you respect their game, which you should, because they are incredible, they're assholes. Except for Dylan Dennis. Fuck that dude.
Yeah, there's levels to the game of that, too.
That motherfucker, I asked Kroyler about it.
Oh, shit.
And that went well. And he's like, he basically, and somebody else, too, and they're like, well, he won his big tournament when, no one else was there. I'm like, really?
That'll do it.
Yeah, I'm like, well, he still won. I'm sure he's great at it, but he's such a tool bag. And how much he talks about himself. He compared himself to fucking Jesus. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it was Jesus. The guy
there you go.
Maybe. There was a guy named... What?
No, nothing.
Paul, stop.
I just want to get reading. I'm so excited.
Good Lord, man.
What did I just say last? Culture of self-defeatism to breed and grow. This is unacceptable, as happy people don't improve nearly as well as happy people.
Yeah, you just read that.
Okay. I just want to make sure. Now you may think people are just being too sensitive, or that how you feel or what you say shouldn't affect others.
You should know better.
Yeah.
That's like, if you're an adult, you should know better that your words have consequences.
Yeah, it's funny because on one hand, I like to say that mere words don't affect me. On the other hand, That's kind of how we evolved, right? We want to fit into the tribe, and it makes a difference. However, there is a certain ominous power to words. Words ultimately have power, and how those words are used can affect someone both positively and negatively. We must ensure that we aren't adding to someone's life a negative or downtrodden influence, much less on their jiu-jitsu.
Yes.
I thought you fell asleep. No, elaborate on that, Kip. Talk, go.
Well, it was a long paragraph.
Remember, we all join jiu-jitsu for one reason or another. And yet what we all find is a safe haven where people can grow, improve, and overcome their previous selves. Let's not shit on that, even if it's accidentally. With this in mind, I leave you with the 12 Commandments of Jiu Jitsu, and we'll get into that after a second. But yeah, let's for sure think about this. To Kip's point, I would rather you be self-deprecating and even have false humility than tell everybody how great you are, because that's just gross.
It doesn't.
To the point the point of the email, like there's enough people that want to tell everybody how great they are.
Yeah.
Like I would much rather false humility, even if they're looking for a compliment, they're like fishing for compliments. I'd still rather that kind of person than somebody that says how great they are. Look how good I am. I'm so awesome at this, blah, blah, blah.
But you shouldn't have to do that.
Right.
I don't think Kroyler's ever said anything about his skill level to me in the 2 years I've known him.
Well, you can even tell that based on the emails and the stuff, the Facebook messages. So there's, we could go on to say like we have a sense of false humility, air quotes, based on one of those previous statements that he made, right? 1 through 7.
Yes.
1 through 6. 5.5, we'll call it.
Yep, because that wasn't a point.
That wasn't a point. That was bullshit. So, still mad about that. But we're doing that to a degree, whether it's for humor, whether it's because we're fishing a little bit, whatever the reason is, we're doing that. With Kroyler, he doesn't do that. He has what's called real humility. Like he knows exactly what he is. He knows that everybody knows exactly what he is, and he takes compliments for what they are. He just simply says thank you when he moves on. He doesn't go, no.
He does. He has no clue how to say a compliment.
No, he hates.
He asks for help. Like, what do I say back?
Yeah, he hates taking compliments.
What do I do with this?
But he doesn't bullshit people and say, no, I really suck.
No, not at all.
I'm not good at all. He doesn't do that shit.
No,
he doesn't do what we do.
It's part of humility is I think a lot of that is it's hard to take a compliment when you're true, because he doesn't want to think of himself that way, of anything different than the white belt that he's coaching. He doesn't. So for the rare people that can do that, good for you. But for the rest of the fucking world, we're normal people.
Yeah.
we're gonna have to do something a little different, have a little bit different humility.
I wonder if it's different, like when you're world class at something and you know you are, and you just like a cut above the rest, right? You got that it factor.
Yeah.
You and I will never have that, so we have to get compliments where we can, and that might include going, good, I just had a bad day. No, sweetie, you didn't. You did so good.
We'll just do that for each other. We'll just go out away from everyone. I'll be like, I had a bad day, Paul. It's like, you did wonderful, great. Cupcake.
I watched. You destroyed that brand new white belt. Destroyed him. It was beautiful. I loved how you wrist locked him and you never even seen that coming.
Well, you made that white belt cry.
When you hyperextended his arm that last time and he couldn't tap in time. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful move.
Yeah, it's great that he can no longer go to work, Kip. Yeah. You should be proud.
He signed a waiver. It's cool. Maybe we shouldn't do that either.
Yeah, man.
But the point is there's humility and then there's false humility. Make sure you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, I think all the time, man. Yep. So be self-aware. It's probably, for me, it's being self-aware about yourself. That was double negative. That was super smart. But no, to be self-aware in the ability to go, okay, I just said something that was negative that could be seen as detrimental to him and what he had done. Make sure you explain that. Like, literally, catch your damn self. Mm-hmm. It's never too late to go, but you kicked my ass. It had nothing to do with that at all. You did this right, that right. I try to do that with everybody around because they did something right. Even if you're off your game and you get freaking mauled by somebody, especially a lower belt, guess what? You got fucking mauled. If on your worst day that guy beats your ass, guess what? He still beats your ass.
Yeah. We all have bad days. Accept it, but don't take away from somebody.
No, because that person still did things right to make. Because on a bad day, you should be able to defend yourself against a lower belt or someone that doesn't know, right?
Exactly.
But you didn't.
Righto.
Take that shit.
Happens.
Yeah. So if you
suck it up,
if you want to be pissed at yourself, because we all have that issue, go and you say something. Go, even if it's a joke. Go, but honestly, dude, you fucking wreck me. So, it's okay to do that because
for example,
it slips out.
For example, let's say Robert kicks my ass, like he just mauls me.
Yeah,
great. When I say something, to Robert, it has to be great job. You did awesome today. That was a fantastic move. I didn't see that coming. Great.
Yep.
I can cry on Kip's shoulder.
Yeah,
like bro,
not in the school.
I used to be able to beat him up, and now I can't, and it makes me sad.
By the way, little Robert is actually getting pretty slick.
Oh, dude,
it was fun as shit
really
to roll
good
with him last night.
Like, yeah, dude.
Yeah, good for him.
But yeah, just be cognizant of how you're making other people feel when you're shitting on your own jiu-jitsu.
So and I'm just the realist person. And I know it's not going to just fix itself. You're self-deprecating to people. So just try to fix the after effect of it.
Right.
And put a Band-Aid on it.
Yep. Yeah, if you do slip up, you fix it.
Correct your shit.
Yeah, exactly. But just be cognizant. Keep it in the front of your head.
Yeah.
Change.
Front of mind, man.
Be the change you want to see in the world.
Man, if I could reach you right now, I'd fucking hit you.
Woo. On your path in this journey. All right.
Fucking
I want to get into, he gave us the 12 Commandments of Jiu Jitsu, and I don't think we have ever read
We have never read those. I've read them.
I've read them.
Yes.
And they're actually fantastic.
They are.
This is good stuff to keep in mind also. 12 Commandments of Jiu Jitsu. Number 1, to be strong so that nothing can disturb your peace of mind. 2, speak to everyone of happiness, peace, and prosperity. 3, give all your friends the feeling that they are valuable. 4, always look at things from a positive point of view and turn positivity into a reality of life. 5, think only about the best work. Think only about the best.
Killing it.
I know.
Boom.
Awesome. Work only for the best and expect only the best. 6, always be as enthusiastic about the success of others as you are of your own. Number 7, forget past mistakes and concentrate your energy on the victories ahead. 8, always make those around you happy and keep a pleasant attitude to all those who address you. 9, apply the largest amount of your time on self-improvement and no time in criticizing others. 10, become too big to feel unrest, too noble to feel anger, too strong to feel fear, and too happy to tumble in adversity. 11, always have a positive opinion of yourself and tell it to the world not through words of vanity, but through benevolence. And 12, believe strongly that the world is on your side if you keep true to what is best within you. Good stuff.
It is. I've read those. I read those a long time ago because it popped up in a Google search when I was searching shit when I started.
Actually, I was texting Kroyler, and I don't know how it got mentioned, but he asked me if I ever heard of it. I'm like, no, I never heard of it. So he said it. I'm like, that's good stuff. I like that.
It's good. I like it a lot.
So, it's good to keep in mind. Like, build others up. Don't tear yourself down, because by tearing yourself down, you're essentially tearing everybody else down. You really are.
Yes.
It's no good.
No, it doesn't help. Still going to do it.
But
with the best of intentions.
So I think a lot of people's negative ideas about their jiu-jitsu is because they'll come into a school and they keep on getting whooped on by the same people forever. Like, if everybody keeps going around the same amount of time, those people just keep on beating you. And it's tough to see progress when the same people are beating you, no matter how many times you go and how much you learn. Fred is still kicking your ass. 6 months in, a year in, it doesn't matter. So here's where my experience is kind of helpful to people like you. Like, if you just come in and you're consistent and you're still losing to all the same people, here's what I know for sure, because I've taken so much time off. Like, I've taken 6 months off, 3 months off, 9 months off. It's just been that's been my journey, right? I will be better than a group of people. Like, I'll be able to dominate somebody for the entire 9 months that I go straight. Then I'll take 9 months off and I'll go back.
Oh yeah.
And then that person or those people that I could dominate are now easily dominating me because they stayed consistent.
Yep.
But they wouldn't know that unless I'd quit and come back. Like, I've confused people by coming back, and they're like, why aren't you trying? I'm like, dude, I'm trying my hardest.
Yeah, I'm trying really hard. Stop taking this away from me.
Yeah, I'm giving you everything I got. But they were literally confused because they didn't think they were getting better. Yeah. And they thought because they were kicking my ass that I was letting them. Like, no, you've progressed. You just didn't know until
you had something to measure it against.
Exactly.
And my old ass of 9 months off is your measuring stick.
Exactly.
Also, another way to look at it is a lot of times those same guys that are beating your ass are training the same as you, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of times those guys that you're rolling with so much, guess what? There's a reason why you're rolling with them. You're at the same fucking class.
Right.
So you're learning the same things.
Stuff, yeah.
You're fucking going almost the same amount. So guess what? If they started at a level or they use their athleticism to be ahead of you, well, guess what? At some point, you're going to with the athleticism, you're going to catch up because your technique is going to get sound quicker than theirs. But number two, more importantly, if they started ahead of you, like a white belt that started, my wife for that matter, perfect example. My wife started like 8 months after me or something.
Yeah,
something like that, and started after me. My wife goes. Let's say my wife goes the exact same as I do. Right? That's 2 days in and out, done. Which she doesn't. She goes more, so she will pass me. But if we went to the same classes, guess what? We're doing the same things. I'm going to stay,
8 months ahead of her.
8 months ahead of her at all times because I have the 8 months of knowledge and rolling and doing those things. It's just the way it is.
Yep.
So don't knock your game. Just find a better measuring stick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Really do. Like Sarah, one of our listeners in Australia, had a great, her aha moment. She had been doing it 6 months.
Right.
Felt like shit about herself. Just wasn't getting the game. Thought she wasn't, at least. And then she had a new person start. And she wasn't proud of her whooping his ass. She never said anything like, I beat him up. She was like, my jiu-jitsu worked.
Exactly.
And she's like, I could finally see the difference between me and someone that just started. Not, I killed them. It was the things I've learned work.
Exactly.
So there you go. Find the measuring stick that fits where you're at.
Yep. Those opportunities don't happen a lot in jiu-jitsu. They just
don't. But if you find them, dude, hold on to them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and when they do happen, keep that feeling.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, dude, just ride it. Just, you ever have a down day, just remember that feeling. Like, when I had, it'll happen again. I promise you that. It will happen again. It's an up and down sport. It's just it's the way it works.
Yep. And typically, the first 2-3 years in jiu-jitsu, more people are going to be better than you than you're better than them. So you're going to be the nail significantly more until you have like 4, 5, 6 years and you start getting up close to the purple belt. Now you can roll. You know what jiu-jitsu is.
Yes.
You're getting a game plan.
Yeah, you're moving towards just making your game precise by the time you hit purple belt.
Yep. So then you can...
Big difference.
Yeah. So then you're the hammer way more than you're the nail. Yeah. And then it becomes, I don't want to say it becomes more fun, but you understand that, jiu-jitsu
it's a different kind of fun.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of fun because it's, right now, for me at least, because I think it's fun as hell all the time that I even if I don't want to be at class that day, I can pull something out of that class every single time. That was just fun as hell. Had a good time. Nailed the armbar on Paul. Hasn't happened yet. Paul knows my game entirely too well. Our rolls are just pretty much rolling around, not letting each other do the thing that they like to do. So, but
we've got good at we'll actually try weird stuff on each other.
Yeah. That sounded really weird too.
Well,
way to put that on there.
They get it or they get it. Whatever, it's cool.
Either way, we're good with it. There's some videos online. It's fine.
It's fine. Just look it up.
But yeah, I think it's just when you find something that's great about the sport, hold on to it as long as you can, because by the time you lose that one, more than likely you're going to have another one.
True that.
I love this sport.
You got something?
I do. I have a great review, and I'm guessing this is from Dave.
Do you want me to read it, or do you want to read it?
No, I'm going to try it, dude. Let's see this. It's going to be all fucked up.
Excellent.
Everyone
my review is awesome today.
Yeah.
Awesome.
As usual. Per usual.
You're welcome, Kroyler.
Yeah. So this is a review off iTunes. Pretty sure it's Dave. Pretty sure. It has Reverend D. I don't know.
Read it.
Reverend Dick. I don't know. Whatever. This is hands down the best BJJ podcast. And if you don't believe us that this is real, you can go look at it.
Yeah, right. You can look this up.
This is not some shit I made up. So
I made up my own username just so I could.
It's actually Reverend Dad. Get it?
Right? Yeah. You see what I did there?
I couldn't even do that. Anyways, so I'll read that first line again. This is hands down the best BJJ podcast. Hell, I will go as far to say that it's the best podcast out there. He must only listen to one.
Yeah, you don't listen to many podcasts, too, bro.
With the asshats, it's hard to say the asshat antics. It's a tough one to say.
Or you just read like shit. Welcome to my world.
Oh, no, I already knew that. That's the reason why you have to read. You're better than me. That's bad. Of Paul and Kip, to keep you laughing but throwing in knowledge, real-life occurrences, and struggles, this podcast will not only keep you entertained, but you will relate to them in so many ways. So, with that said, drop what you're doing, stop reading this, and click on episode 1, in quotations, the first one. Duh.
Don't do that. Click on episode like 37.
36 or 7. Those are the ones that Paul and I start to like.
Yeah, don't start from 1.
Dude, number 1 is in first place of listens.
I can't believe that.
It came out of nowhere, too. Like, it was no one, because we switched podcast providers a while, like long, like 30 episodes in or some shit. We changed and we lost all of our prior numbers. So we're running on, it really sucked, but we had to change. It was terrible. So when we made the switch, we lost those numbers. It was a good amount of numbers too. So now, like 1, I'm like, 1 will never catch up because it's been
it's so far behind.
So far behind. So far behind the ones that are we have all the numbers for. That motherfucker has passed everything else.
Oh, yeah. It was vying for number 2 with White or Blue Belts Quit.
Yeah. Yep. And then your first year in BJJ or something like that. You guys should check out all those episodes because they're quite great. And people seem to really enjoy them. But yeah, it has gone flying past all the rest of them. No, it's in a good competition with, let's see. You want me to look? And then we'll call it a night. Let's see here. Yep. So episode 1 is number 1. Oh, only a few behind is episode 59. Stop doing these things before you're a blue belt, which was a fun episode, and I had a lot of fun with that. That one hit home because we did that right around the time that it was a blue belt. Yeah, so it was really good timing.
Don't do that shit no more.
Yeah, don't do this shit. I learned it quick. Don't do what I did. And then, episode 43, first year in BJJ. Gotcha. So I was right. So I had the order right. So, and then gi versus no gi's up there too.
Yeah, that one did good. I think people definitely have their camp.
Yep. Yes, they do. And Paul clearly has his camp.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's episode 65. And the one that you guys don't want to miss because it's our most popular, fastest rising one for recent, episode 68 with Kroyler. Concepts with Kroyler. It was a lot of fun. It's always fun to have him on. And you guys should check that out. Go back, listen to some of the older ones. But that one for sure is a great one. I don't know why you guys keep listening to episode 1.
It's the worst.
It's terrible.
It's only gotten better.
No, it's not the worst. The worst are the ones we'll never release.
Ooh, yeah.
Those are fucking terrible.
You made me listen to it, and I
made you listen to a different one too, like the first try.
Yeah, because we did 5, 6, I think. Because we did number 1 twice, and then we did 5.
Yeah.
And then we trashed
No, we did number 1 3 times.
Did we really?
Yeah, we had 1.5 that I literally deleted. It was so fucking terrible. And then because we were trying to like do the same thing we did on the first one, and everyone knows how recreation works, right?
It's just wonderful.
It's fucking great. Yeah. If the other Matrix movies were just as good as the first. Right. No. And so that's pretty much what happened there. And then we made a third one that was like 1.75.
Dude, that's funny.
Fucking terrible. Shit show, correct, bad.
So we've all tried to listen to a new podcast, right? Where we just like, you listen, you're like, you're like 30 seconds in, maybe a couple minutes in max, you're like, I can't listen to this shit.
No, I can't do it.
That's what ours were. So, hey, if you're ever thinking about doing it.
But not now. The one, honestly, guys, go back, listen to it. It's fun. It is a good episode. We hadn't really found our voice yet. But it's still, I think it's a fun comparison, honestly, to see where we're at now and how many listeners we have now. It's amazing if you listen to number 1 that actually happened.
Yeah, and if you're ever thinking about starting a podcast, I encourage you to do so. I know it sounds scary and hard, and it is. Do it anyway. It's fun, and you'll do good. Just keep trying. Keep at it.
Just keep making them. That's what George always told me.
Yeah, go George Law.
Yeah, just fucking keep making them. And it's hard to keep making them. And trust me, there's a reason why the average is 6. I was going back. It was kind of interesting. I looked at some of the other podcasts. You know, when you look at iTunes and you go down to the bottom, like, oh, people that listen to this, do this, listen to these. And I went through them. There's so many of them there aren't even fucking making shows anymore.
Yeah.
They're like a year
6
old.
episodes and they're done.
Yeah, Jiu-Jitsu Time stopped doing it over like back in 2017. People just give the fuck up. And I will give you one word of advice. If you're doing a Jiu-Jitsu podcast, watch my taillights. And,
no brag this fact.
Letting you know. And number 2, please God, do not start just an interview show. Be your own shit. There's so many people. There's people like Grappling Central that even if you don't like how he interviews, his passion for the sport comes through.
Great job,
and he does a great job
people.
with it. And he gets
BJJ Brick does the same thing. They do a great job.
They do.
They have a different way of interviewing, and they do excellent work.
Yeah, they do. And it's less about them and more about who they're interviewing. For us, that just doesn't work for us. It does. We can interview, and we really enjoy doing interviews.
Them, yeah. That's just not what our show is about.
And it'll probably morph a little bit towards that when we're big now and we're just keep growing every week.
We're number 10 in comedy podcasts.
Yeah, how the fuck did that happen?
I don't know, but it's awesome. Hell? Number 10. It was really funny. I seen it. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah, I got to show you what I have. I have a
they have comedians that are doing worse than us.
Yeah, I know, it's fucking hilarious.
Wow.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
But no, we really do appreciate that. That's pretty much what that comes around to. Is we appreciate you guys listening and all the feedback. It's amazing.
The feedback, the reviews, the emails. You guys are awesome.
Yeah.
If you haven't left a review yet, please do so. They tremendously help, and we appreciate every single one of them. You guys are so cool.
Yeah, we love it, and it's crazy to us every day that a lot of someone's listened to us.
Yeah,
many enjoy what we say and laugh at us as we laugh at ourselves.
But yeah, what gets me the most is getting emails from people.
Yeah.
Like the one we read today. Dude, that's fantastic. It makes us feel good about being the humans that we are, which is odd because usually we just pretty much feel like shit.
Well, you listen to us. There's not a whole lot of positivity around us.
No, not really. But it's cool. It really makes me feel like this podcast is worth it. You know what I mean? It's like moments like that. You're like, that's so cool that we're touching people all over the world, and it's awesome. That being said, if you have any subject you want to learn about, know about, send it in. If we don't know it,
Kroyler does.
Yeah, we have a guy.
We've got a dude. If he doesn't know, he'll study it till he does. So, we love hearing from you guys. Love the support. Can't believe the support. Sooner or later, we might like ourselves.
Today's not that day.
That is not going to happen today. But
we're going to be cooler about it in class from now on.
Yeah, we're going to take our shit outside, like we said, and just console each other.
Cry at each other's shoulders. I wish it was better. Me too. Oh my God.
And can't wait to see Al coming up this weekend.
Yeah, remember, Al, you start in bad positions every time, and you fight both of us at once.
Yeah,
that's the rules.
Yeah, so I'm going heel hooks.
Yeah, Masapow is what I'm doing.
Maybe a straight ankle lock.
Yep.
And you can go straight up. Yeah, Masapow the fuck out of him.
Oh, yeah, that's my go-to. That's the only way I'm tapping him out. Yeah, Masapow.
The biggest asshole move out there.
Yeah.
I'm going to punch your throat.
Yeah. You ever been finger locked, bro?
Yeah, you ever been toe locked at the same time?
Man.
Your life's going to fucking end.
You're going to enjoy this, homie.
Our threats are so hollow.
Oh, yeah. He's like, all right. Sure.
Remember that guard I showed you? It's going to suck. Oh. All right, guys.
See ya.
Thanks again. Bye.